Hello everyone. So welcome to the channel of RD Automation Learning. So today we are going to see the jobs update related to the Accenture company, right? So Accenture company has announced that they will be laying off 19,000 people. Now, what does this mean? In which actually function, in which department they are going to lay off? So this is very important to understand, right? Everyone would be feeling like, oh no, they are laying off 19,000 people. What would happen? I have also received an offer letter. So we will discuss all these things in the detail in this particular video. But before that, if you're watching this video for the very first time, then please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel. Right now, if we look at the recent update that we have received from Accenture, right? So they are going to lay off around 19,000 people. And they have also mentioned that they are not going to do this layoff in one go. It would be a phase-wise layoff. Now, what does this mean? So this means they will be identifying the professionals. They will be identifying the employees who are non-billable, who are working in the corporate functions. Okay, so these two things are very important to understand. What is the difference between billable and non-billable? And what are the people, what are these corporate functions called? Right. So let me just share my screen and show you. Okay. So there are a couple of updates that has come from Accenture. So one is they will be laying off 19,000 people. And the second update is the people, the freshers who had received the offer letters, their joining date has been pushed from June 2023 to early 2024. Okay, now we were discussing about this thing. Okay. Now, as you know, Accenture is a big company. So people who are working for the client, that means they are working in some client-based projects within the Accenture, right? So they are getting billed. So Accenture is billing those, uh, uh, Accenture is billing to the client for on the behalf of those employees. So those are billed people. Those are called billed or those are called billable employees. Okay. For these employees, Accenture is getting paid from their clients, right? Now, what about non-billable? So it's the reverse. The client or the customer will not be paying anything to Accenture for the non-billable candidates. Okay. So this is the very basic difference between billable and non-billable. Now, what they have told is they will be laying off. They have announced they will be laying off 19,000 people. Okay. Now they will identify that who are working in the non-billable thing, who are non-billable and who are working in these kind of functions. Okay. So again, when I say functions, corporate functions, so HR, marketing, sales, middle management, recruiters, IT admins. So these kind of people come in this picture. Okay. So people who are working in the tech savvy, in the technical, like software development, software testing, automation testing. So technical roles are not going to get impacted. Accenture layoffs is more about non-technical roles. Okay. So this is the thing that we have to understand. It's very important to understand these kind of things. Whenever you see any videos, any blog post on layoffs, on cost cutting, right? So try to get these kind of details. Okay, so these are the updates. So one is billable versus non-billable. Okay, another is the corporate functions. Okay, now see, one should not feel that why these layoffs are happening. See, Accenture and all these MNC companies, they are very big MNC companies, big companies. They have got a lot of business. Okay, now when I say a lot of business, so whatever decisions they take, it is directly proportional to business, right? So all these companies, Google, Meta, Facebook, Amazon, all these layoffs have happened because these are business minded companies. Okay. So they don't deal with the emotions. So So they don't think like, okay, this person is emotionally attached with us, or this person is thinking for us. So if they feel that you are getting business to them, so you would be staying in the company. If they feel your job, or you're not getting any business to them, or you are no longer of value to them, so they will be laying off. So this is how it goes in the big companies. Okay, so whenever you take these decisions, right, of getting a job into such companies, so try to create value within the company. Okay, and sooner or later you will come to know that, okay, are you a valuable person in that company or not. So this is what is happening in the Accenture. So they are going to lay off 19,000 people. Okay. And not only that, so they have also told that in some cases, for example, for some recent graduates, we are adjusting starting dates based on the needs of our clients and business. See, again it came. So if the client will demand that particular department or that particular project to be uh, onboarded, or some work to be started for that XYZ project. So accordingly, if they have hired those graduates for those department, for those projects, so those would be picked on the priority. Okay. Now this company, which has been founded in 1989, Accenture's, so they have they have been doing delays in the hiring. Okay. Also recently came up in the anonymous Reddit forums dedicated to discussing the company. You know, they there is a one there are many college students who are looking for the joining date, right? So there was one of the candidate who just mentioned, I have been stringed along for months, right? A college senior who is yet to receive a start date. I simply don't know what to do at this point. Okay. Another person who had previously interned at Accenture was considering applying elsewhere. It just sucks because I missed out on a lot of companies and roles in the fall recruiting cycle, the poster said, referring to the period when employers descend on college campuses to interview applicants, right? So people would be getting frustrated. That is by nature. You know, when you are expected to join by March 23, but you are expected to made to join in the early of 24. So these things do happen, right? So you can see slowly and gradually now Accenture uh, is getting impacted by the recession that is going on outside India, right? So the clients, the companies, those are getting impacted because the work is getting impacted. Accordingly, they will be taking decisions, right? So meanwhile, if you are receiving if you haven't received any communication from email or via phone from the Accenture, or from the people who had initiated this onboarding or joining process, the recruitment process with you, then please get in touch with them. Please follow up with them. It's very important to not to assume the things to happen, but to follow and to get the proper clarity about what would be the next thing for them, right? So so many things have been happening. So in when they have kept that Accenture will be laying off 19,000 people. After a couple of days, again, we got an update about the recent hiring, the delay in recent hiring that is going to happen, right? So I just thought to make this video and make you understand what actually is happening within the Accenture, right? If you have got an offer letter and you feel it's good compared to the previous company's job, or the internship that you are doing, then please proceed ahead and understand these are few of the tech savvy terms. Not tech savvy, I won't say technical, but this is just a normal basic understanding that you have to keep it with you with respect to the IT industry, right? So that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more updates, and thank you so much for watching this video.